UK court grants NNAMDI permission for judicial review. The United Kingdom court has granted NNAMDI permission for judicial review. Welcome to Emizari News, where we bring you the topmost of the top news where they happen for all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Emizari News. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our news enter, now you go be the first where we'll collect them. Please like and subscribe to this channel or you listen to the news proper. Aloy Ejimako, Special Counsel to the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the weekend disclosed that a British court has made an order granting Kanu's permission to apply for judicial review of the UK government reluctant to intervene in his extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria last year. Ejimako, in a statement, said it was Kanu's younger brother Kingsley that initiated the case, tagged CO/2543/2022 in the High Court of Justice, Queen's Bench Division Administrative Court. Respondents in the case are the Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs. He cited the notification of the judge's decision on permission to apply for judicial review, CPR 5.11/54.12 in the British High Court, stating that Miss Justice Ellen Bogan ordered that the permission to apply for judicial review is granted, square to the consideration of the document lodged by the parties. He said that it was also ordered that in granting Kanu the permission to apply for judicial review, the application is to be listed for 1 day. At an in-person hearing at Royal Court of Justice, and the parties are to provide a written time estimate within 7 days for service if they disagree with this direction. Ejimako further stated that the claimant challenged borders on the refusal by the respondent to communicate to the claimant and his family as to whether the claimant brother has been the subject of extraordinary rendition. He stated that by the case management direction, the claimant, among other conditions, must pay the relevant fee to continue the application for the judicial review within 7 days of permission being granted, as failure will result in the court sending the claimant a notice requiring payment within a set time frame, normally 7 additional days. The respondent and any party who wishes to contest or support the claim must file and serve detailed grounds and any written evidence or document not already filed in a paginated and index bundle in both hard copy and electronic copy within 35 days of permission being granted, with the detailed grounds made as concise as possible and must not exceed 40 pages without the court permission. The respondent may rely on her summary ground as the detailed grounds. In doing so, she should inform the court and the other parties in writing within the time set for filing and the detailed grounds. Any application by the claimant to serve evidence in reply shall be filed and served within 21 days of the date on which the respondent served evidence pursuant to paragraph 2 above. My people, now so we have seen the news in Emizari News. Remember, we bring you the topmost of the top news from all over the earth. As it stands now, the UK court has granted Kanu's permission for judicial review, and Ejimako has disclosed this thing to the Indigenous People of Biafra. Of course, you know that Aloy Ejimako is the special counsel to the Indigenous People of Biafra leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the weekend, he disclosed that a British court has made an order granting Kanu permission to apply for judicial review of the UK's government reluctant to intervene in his extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria last year. Of course, you know that why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has such permission is because he is a UK citizen, and of course, the UK were supposed to intervene because he is their citizen, though he is a double citizen, also an indigene of Nigeria, but he is also a UK citizen. Of course, they are supposed to fight for him as their citizen and look into the matter and know what is actually happening. Of course, you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned with time without numbers. He was extraordinary rendition from Kenya around June last year, and up till now, he is still in the DSS detention, and nobody knows what is going to be the outcome of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Of course, you know that Nigerian government has charged Kanu for treasonable felony and also for treason. You know, many count charges. Of course, it was about 15 or about thereabout count charges, and many of them were struck out, and now he's answering to about 6 count charge. And up till now, the court has not been able to declare him guilty or not guilty. And it looks as if the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a little bit political, and it seems as if the present Nigerian-led administration, you know, has something personal with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in time past, many people has visited the present-led Nigerian administration in order to be able to iron out the issue of which many have been going there. Even some leaders, and in the caliber of First Aviation Minister of Nigeria, who is also an Igbo man from KANU'S side, has also visited President Muhammadu Buhari, and he pleaded that a release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be one of the things that Nigeria should do for him as a hero of Nigeria. But it seems that in Nigeria, heroes are not recognized. People who has done great things in the past are not recognized. If it were to be in the Western country, I think that man should have been heard on the grounds of what he has done in the past, and maybe the president will grant him that request. Of course, you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is not as big as you think, because he did not kill anybody. Neither did he carry firearm, neither did he invade villages or commit genocide. His case is just the case of a prisoner of conscience, a man that is fighting for freedom, a man that is fighting for freedom. He's just fighting for self-determination, which is under UN constitution, very legal, and also under the Nigerian constitution, of which the UN constitution, Nigeria is a full signatory to whatever the UN determines, because the United Nations is a body that carries the whole world, and many countries are signatory to whatever constitution that the United Nations has made. But I don't know why the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a little bit different from what is happening in other Western countries. Of course, you know, a place like Spain, where Catalonians are fighting for their freedom, nobody has ever arrested anybody. Though there are many troubles that are going over there, but it's more like a paperwork and more like a legal work. And I think that is the procedure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is taking. But it seems as if the Nigerian government is taking it from another side. And I think maybe the issue is personal, because if you were to ask some people, many big dignitaries in Nigeria, they will prefer that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be released. Of course, too many people, both past leaders, have advised the present-led administration to handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's issue politically. And if it is handled politically, the president of Nigeria, or in the person of President Muhammadu Buhari, has the veto power to actually release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the DSS detention and allow him to go. He can give him a presidential pardon. Of course, he has the power to do that. But of course, in the past time, he gave some people presidential pardon. Many who are some past governors and the rest of them who received the pardon from him. And the question is, why will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not enjoy such privilege also by being granted presidential pardon, so that freedom can be his as it stands now? But like I said, it looks as if his own case is some kind of personal case, or if there's a personal beef between Kanu and the president-led administration. So now the UK court has granted him the permission for a judicial review to look into why, as he has sued the UK government why they have not come for his intervention, as he was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. Of course, you know that he was not caught in Kenya with a Nigerian passport. He was actually caught with a British passport, the UK passport. So they were supposed to look into the matter, but I don't know why the silence. I don't know whether the silence is also political. Don't forget that you are still on Emizari News TV. Please don't forget to like our channel. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to share, and also don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first to get it. God bless you. Thank you for listening.